But I like Braun a lot. He reminds me, he plays a lot like Arden from Vainglory. He has moves that are very similar. Um, he applies a Vanguard like ability or shield. He has a ramming attack. He has a really big shield attack. He can't circle anybody in like Arden could, but all of those things are pretty cool. I like him for support. Uh, yeah, Blitzcrank, I can't play him. It's like he's not fun to play at all. I figured out Ash, the archer. She's not bad, but my second main laner that I like is Jin. And Jin plays a lot like a character called Kane because they both have bullet counts, um, which is kind of cool when the fifth bullet count gives you something. Um, he also plays like a character called Ilva who's able to throw out Yates. Yates was the character I was trying to say before. Yates, Ilva and Yates. Yates in Vainglory has a grab just like Blitzcrank, but he's a cross between Kane, Ilva, and he even has this really cool. His final shot is awesome because he can shoot it like 4 or 5 times, um, and it's a giant arc, and the screen pulls back, and you're able to aim. And it's like that one is tap control, which is kind of weird because you think you have to use the joystick, but it's really tap control to actually get the shots that you want. So that was the biggest thing I can say about this game is I'm a little bit spoiled with VG or Vainglory, where they used to do hero spotlights and they used to show you gameplay of the characters and go over every ability that the character has so you could actually see it. Um, the thing I guess they're doing here is because Leagues of Legend exist and all these characters are coming from Leagues of Legend, they're choosing not to do that. But for people who've never played the characters and who don't really know them that well, um, it's kind of hard to figure out how to do the moves and what the moves are doing and like what are their passive and their moves. But I figured out most of his and I kind of like those a lot. So he's one of my other favorite characters. Another crit damage guy too. But I think that's the link between all the characters. They all do a lot of great crit damage. Lux,
Let's light it up.
I do not like her. Most of her abilities do not really do anything but slow you down, and that's it. Like I believe he has a slow down. I believe this one, Lotus Trap. Yeah, this is fantastic. Lotus Trap is great. Deadly Flourish is really nice. Dancing Grenade is cool. If you have a group of enemies, it bounces off them. Yeah, it can hit up to 4 targets. It's very cool. I actually like that a lot. And then this one is Channel 4 Super Shot Extreme Range Cone. The shots with yeah, so it does a lot of damage. It's a good killing. This is a very cool killing move. The interesting thing about a lot of their ults, they only work on champions, which kind of sucks. Like one thing about VG was Vainglory is you didn't have to worry about that. So, but he's one of my favorite mains too. So my two laners are Tristina and Jin. This guy's a decent. He's a decent fighter. Pretty strong. I like him. He's a, to me, he's a mid-level fighter, but he's not bad either. He has a really good combo of moves that I like. It's just that compared to Garen, he's not super strong. And the way I figured it out is, you play practice and you're playing against one specific character, Garen, and the characters that I really like all can manhandle Garen like without an issue. And if you can beat a super tank character comfortably at higher levels when he's at higher levels too, and you're usually winning those trade-offs, or you can get your levels faster than he can, that makes me want to play that character a little bit more because Garen has a really good kit. He plays around like a VG character called Rona, and He has a spinning move like her. He has a leap attack like her. But he has this really cool thing. Like when he leaps on you, he cancels out. He silences you also. You can't use any ability for about 2 seconds. So it's a pretty neat ability. So this is Garen. I thought at first he was like Glaive, but no, he plays almost identically to Rona. It's really cool. His third ability is Rona's ultimate. Which is crazy. His third ability is Rona's ultimate. And then his smite ability that can really take you out. His ultimate to kill other heroes. That was like Rona's A, I believe. So it's kind of funny. The other two characters, the way they work. Or was her A or her B? Her B was like elite. I gotta try Master Yi again. I can't play him. For junglers right now, I'll tell you really cool junglers for sure is, let me just do my own characters because it'll be faster. She's a cool assassin. She's not straight up jungler, but I think she's late game. Like her early game is tough. And the problem she also has is she can't go up against Garen. Like I played almost a 30-minute match with her. I could not win because I could never push in deep enough to get to the Nexus. So it was kind of difficult. Another character that I like too, and I played Vi. She plays a lot like a character called Tony, but she's really strong. I like her a lot too. She's a straight up fighter. She's a straight up fighter, brawler type, really good melee character. This guy,
Lady Luck is smiling.
He's a little weird, but it's interesting because he has, depending on which card he hits you with, he gets different effects. So he's a pretty interesting character. I might play him. Tango.
Lady Luck is smiling.
Wow. The hat don't look right though. Pretty neat character though. He's interesting. It's like a cross between what Gwen can do and some other stuff. This guy, he's pretty fun. He does not have a lot of attack moves per se. Only his ultimate and his main one are attack. His second one is a blinding attack, and then the third one is a dash, which helps you get away from stuff. So it works out pretty well. But he's really strong. His damage is off the meter, so he's fantastic for laning or jungling, and that's how I used him in the game. But that's why I kind of like him a lot more. I played Nami. She's okay, but I couldn't beat Garen with her either. She's definitely more support mage. She has some interesting abilities, but yeah, I could not win with her. So there are characters like I could not beat the practice character with. She's another one. Strong character, really interesting kit, but she ain't no fighter that's gonna take on Garen. Like Garen will crush her. So that's the thing. At least the way I'm playing them, and I'm trying to figure them out. I cannot play Ezreal at all. Not at all. He reminds me of Vox. Yeah, I have it on PC, but I can't play it. What I mean by I can't play it is it's completely unfun to me. Like League of Legends is kinda boring to me. And I found out that even this version, if I'm playing and if I'm not really engaged, it makes me pass out super fast. It's like I said, when I found characters that I can play and I understand how they work, and they remind me of something I'm comfortable with, they play fine. But I've tried playing League, I've tried watching League, it bores me to tears half the time. Like I said, the one thing I gotta give them is they give you a lot of different ways to get characters. I'm up to 20 and this is my third day. I'm leveling up really fast, but there's a lot of stuff that you can get. And this is just to make to give the beta people who are coming in late the opportunity to get stuff. I get that. So it's an interesting concept. But what's really neat about it, compared to like the other game I'm testing, Catalyst Black, is this is a game with like almost 13 to 15 years of history. So they have a lot of what you call it, stuff to pull from. Like League of Legends has over 150 heroes, right? This already has 61. So like they have a whole concept, currency, money, skins, and everything to pull from, which is why I keep trying to point out to some folks that it's kind of different trying to compare this to a game that's being built from scratch versus to a game that is being redefined for a platform. And I have to say they did a really good job. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I'm enjoying the way it plays. It plays a lot better than I thought. Like the character I wanted to love, Misbehave, but she's not working for me. Like out of laners, she's not the laner I'd like to use. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to play a game. I gotta get out of there. I gotta switch out to co-op. There's a few characters I want to test also. I'm just hoping it works. Like I said, it might not actually work. I had a few times where I couldn't connect. I do love how fast it is to matchmake in this game. It just means a lot of people are playing. But if you see I have trouble like going online or stuff like that, like this is the longest I've ever seen it wait for a game. And that could be because my network ain't working. That was long. It's been under like 10 seconds mostly.